Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Hi.
Sorry for being late. I just uh, didn't remember. I need to start at 7:30.
Sorry,
Mm,
your voice is breaking.
all right. Is it better now?
Yeah, yeah. Now
Okay.
it's better.
So let's get started. So first of all, I would uh, request you to have your personal development instance. You know. So how you can have your personal development instance? Let me share my screen. My screen is visible, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So to practice the service now, just like in any applications, you need to either download an application or sign up, sign in, like that. You can, sign up and get your personal development instance. Okay. So how you can do that? This is a site developer.servicenow.com. Okay. You can go to this site developer.servicenow.com, and then you can sign in. Okay, since if you don't have an ID, you will first get an ID, provide your, information. Okay, once you provide your information, next time with the email address and the password you have created, you will be able to log in into this site, developer.servicenow.com. Since I already have an account, I will not be able to, log in it or create another account.
So
But
is it
once you,
is it
uh
free or
yeah,
is
it's
it
absolutely free.
okay?
So can you put that link in a group chat?
Yes, I will. Okay, okay. So I'm trying to log into my personal development instance. It's just waking. It will take some time. Okay. So while it wake up, we will just have a PPT open. Oh, sorry. Hmm, okay, it's waking up. So I mean, as a general prerequisite for the course, what you would need, if you have an understanding of ITL, IT infrastructure library concepts and principle, that would be helpful for you to understanding the process part of service now. But anyways, we will be, if you even don't have the understanding of ITL, we will be going through the ITL, at a high level. So you will get an understanding of that anyway. And yes, of course, you would need a computer and a browser. So throughout the course, I will be using, Mozilla Firefox browser, but you can use any modern browser. Of course, an internet connection, and then your personal development instance. Okay, so on which you can practice the things. Okay, suppose we discuss the some configurations. Okay, and you wanted to practice that, then you can do the same thing, whatever the configuration, whatever the scripting that you can do, all in your personal development instance. Okay, so that I provided you a link. So you need to sign up yourself with developer.servicenow.com. It's a free, and then once you sign up, there is an option for you to request an instance, and there is actually a guide on how to get an instance and all. We will take a look in a while. Yeah, so my instance is up now. So here in the site itself, developer.servicenow.com, under the guide section, you will find this personal developer instance PDI, and here if you click read the guide, you will get entire information about what this personal development instance, and here is an link obtaining an PDI, personal development instance. Here you can get entire detail about how to obtain the personal development instance. Okay, so you will log in into this developer.servicenow.com site, and then there will be a link on the top itself, saying request an instance. Once you click that, you will have an three options, basically an option to choose the release, like release are the versions. So which versions of ServiceNow you wanted to get. Okay, so throughout the course we will be learning, we will be using the Tokyo version. Okay, which is the latest version of the ServiceNow. So you can select the Tokyo so version. Okay, or a release, so you will have a three latest option. So you will be selecting a Tokyo, that is we getting throughout this course. But if you have even different release, there won't be much changes, but I would recommend it you to use the Tokyo release itself. Okay, so here you will find an guide on getting a personal development insight. It's an easy, just you need to sign up with this site, and then here on the top you will see request an instance button. You will be clicking that button, selecting your instance version or instance release. You need to select the Tokyo, and that's done. Okay, at the end you will get a URL of your instance with the username and password. Okay, and then you will be able to log in with the provided username and password. Okay, so this is how your personal development instance will look like. Okay, if you wanted to know which version of uh, on which version this instance is, so you can simply go here, modify the URL, and after this slash you can type stats.do. So it says Tokyo. This is the release name Tokyo, and this is the patch 4a. Okay, so if you wanted to know the release or the version of your ServiceNow instance, then you can use this stats.do. Okay, so this is one of the site, developer.servicenow.com. You can use uh, for practicing whatever you will be learning throughout the course on beyond as well. Okay, another important details you can find on this developer.servicenow.site is this APIs. Okay, so if you wanted to look for an APIs, then you can go get here, and then let's say you wanted to learn or know how this Glide API is, or what this Glide API is. So I can just type in Glide record at conversation glide element, glide encryptor, glide record. Okay, so here you would, you know, able to find, you know, the APIs that you wanted to know. For example, it gives entire description of what this glide record API is, what are the methods within these APIs, how you can, uh, what is the syntax, how example of syntax, uh, what are the other methods, example, how you can use it, example code, and other methods. So you will be able to find the information about the APIs in this site developer.servicenow.com. So we will be going through the glide record API, glide element API, and many others. So if you wanted to see a more information about those APIs, you can always go to this site developer.servicenow.com, and then here in the API sections you can search server side APIs, client side APIs, REST API, mobile API, everything this through this site. Okay. Next is docs.servicenow.com. So this is a site where you can find ServiceNow product documentation. Okay, so it will give you the documentation about, let's say, here what you see here, you see the releases. Okay, so it will give you the release note, what's in this releases. So you will get all the release note here in the docs.servicenow.com. Here you will see the ServiceNow product listing. So ServiceNow has many products, and if you wanted to get the information about those products, for example ITSM, so once you click on that, you will see all the information about this product ITSM. Okay, so here if you wanted release specific information, then you can always select the release. So this will give you an information from the San Diego release for this product. Okay, now we have different components that we are going to use throughout the course to develop or configure the thing. For example, business rule, UI policy, UI actions. Okay, so any keyword or any components you will be learning, if you wanted to get an information, you can just search in this product documentation sites. Let's say we want to know the business rule. What's the business rule? You will just type business rule, and you will be able to find the information about the business rule. So it's how this is what the business rule is, how this business rule works, what are the options. Okay, how it process the flow of business rules. Okay, and then so on and so forth, all the informations you will get, and how to create a business rule. Okay, so you will able to get all this information, sample code. Okay, so everything that would be regarding the components, you can search here in the docs.servicenow.com, and you will be able to find the information about that component, the product, or the release notes. Okay, so these are the releases of the ServiceNow. Okay, these are the products of ServiceNow. Like throughout the course, we will be referring only the ITSM as a product, and we will take the example from this. But there are many products that ServiceNow offers, like GRC, governance, risk and compliance, impact, IT assessment, IT operations. Okay, so many. So you can go through this list. But for the course, we will limit ourselves to the IT service management. Okay, and then the important site is this community.servicenow.com. Now I think its name is changed, but if you Google it, you will find ServiceNow community. So it's now ServiceNow www.servicenow.com/community. Okay. Okay. So this is www.servicenow.com/community site. This is basically helpful when you are working on something and you are facing an issue, or you are, stuck in some challenge. Okay. And you need the help. So you can, go onto this site and post your challenge or post your issues. Okay. And someone would probably able to help you on your queries. For example, if you are see, these are the questions that has been posted on this site. Okay. And let's say if you open this, okay, so there is this question about the integration hub action designer. So this person has posted some question, and this person has then replied and answered to his question or the issue that he is facing. Okay. Or you can simply search here, let's say business rule is not working. Okay, business rule is not working. So you would see this person has posted something, an issue that the person was facing, and this person has then provided the script and the answer to the question. Okay, again you see a couple of members has answered this. Okay, so you can post your question here, or even before posting you can search here of what you are facing an issue, and it is most likely that someone would have already faced the same issue, and there would be someone who has already responded, and you would find a solution here. Okay, so very helpful site. When you face an issue, you can go here and search for an issue that you are facing, and you would find an answer already. If not, someone would try from the community to answer your question. Okay, so there are other ways as well, but these are the three main ways, or three main resources you can use throughout the course, or even beyond the course when you are actually working on a service now. Okay, any question? Okay, so now we'll start with what and ServiceNow is. Okay, so ServiceNow is, yeah. Any question? Is anyone want to speak?
No.
Okay, okay. So what is a service now? Okay, as it says, software as a service. Okay, so it's a software as a service. It's a platform as a service. So what that mean? Okay, unlike the applications where you need to download an application in your system, or you need to set up an application on your premises. Okay, the service now is a cloud-based application, meaning everything. It's hardware, application softwares, network, database, everything is hosted at the ServiceNow data center. You as a subscriber of the ServiceNow do not need to worry about anything, any hardware, any software, or any network database related stuff. Okay, everything is taken care by the ServiceNow and hosted on the ServiceNow's data center. So when you get the ServiceNow, or when you subscribe the ServiceNow, you will just get a URL. Okay, and through the URL you would be able to access and manage your ServiceNow instance. Okay, apart from that, you would not need to worry about any other things, unless your organization has a very specific requirement that they want ServiceNow to be hosted, or ServiceNow database to be hosted on their premises. In that a rare case, ServiceNow do have an option to have the ServiceNow's database and the instance set up on your premises only. But in a normal case, everything is hosted on the ServiceNow's data center only. Okay, and you will just need a URL. Through that you will be able to access and manage the ServiceNow instance. So that's, it's a software as a service. Just like if you wanted to use the Gmail services, you will just register with the Gmail, and you will able to use the Gmail services. You don't need to download anything, you don't need to worry about anything in the Gmail's database. Okay, ServiceNow is also called as a platform as a service. The reason behind that, everything from the ID, from the any development related works, everything you can do into the ServiceNow. You can write your code into the ServiceNow. You can do all the code migration in the ServiceNow itself. Okay, you don't need any ID to write your code. Everything is in the ServiceNow itself. Okay, so so you will do all kind of development, even the testing and everything is available into the ServiceNow itself. Okay, ServiceNow do have different modules for the testing, but yeah, you can do all the development, you can do the migration, you can write the script, you can create your own applications within the ServiceNow. Okay, ServiceNow does not limit you to its its provided products. So you can see ServiceNow has a lot of the products, but as a organization you want your own custom application to be developed. Okay, you have an option, you can develop your own custom application in the ServiceNow as well. There is no limitation. Even if you wanted to modify the existing scripts, modify the existing configuration, modify the existing modules applications, as an admin you will have ability to do that. Okay, so it says, yeah, it started as an ITSM suite. So initially when it started, it has the ITSM as a product only. Now it's grown up widely. In the ITSM, they had the modules like incident management, problem management, change management, knowledge management, service catalog, CMDB as well. Yeah. Okay, so those modules we will be covering into our training. But yes, ServiceNow do has a lot of other modules like IT business management, ITOM, GRC, and many more. Okay, as I said, we can develop any custom application as per our need into the ServiceNow. There is no limit that you cannot do anything. Almost everything you can do into the ServiceNow. Okay, so if you see in this diagram, you can see everything is there into the ServiceNow database. Over the internet through your you know browser, you will be able to access the access the service now. Okay, So this is some of the ServiceNow's product offering, but this is just a small list. If you go into the product documentation, you will see a more side, or if you go into the ServiceNow's official site, you will see, lot of more, products. So this is few, just a list of, few products that ServiceNow offer, like IT service management, which we will be, covering at high level. ServiceNow do have IT operations management, which include, discovery and, other modules, IT operations module, IT business management, which has the modules like, idea management, demand management, I mean, yeah, the I believe the project management and everything, uh, you know, we have into the IT business management, IT asset management. This is for managing an asset. This is DevOps. This is for managing this, your development and operations. IT of security operation. This is for managing the vulnerability and the security aspect of your organization. HR service delivery. This is for, delivering the services, HR services to the users. Okay, so user can raise their, the queries or requests related to the HR, let's say benefit related queries, okay, or their, compensation or total rewards related queries that can, uh, get through this module, and then, HR team can work upon them. You can manage the employees onboarding or offboarding using this module. Okay, then there is this customer service management, governance, risk and compliance module to manage and maintain the compliance. Okay, so there is, lot more. This is just a list, but there is a lot more applications and product that the service now offers. Okay, you can go into this documentation site and take a look into the ServiceNow products, or even if you go into ServiceNow site, this is just servicenow.com. So under the products, this is servicenow.com. So you can see, these are all the products that ServiceNow offers: item, IT strategy management, asset management, okay, field service management, finance service management, HR, workspace. Okay, so these are the product that ServiceNow offers. This is the complete list. Okay, so we will be, focusing on the one product, that is the IT service management, ITSM. All right. So usually what happens in any development, you would have at least three environment. Okay, one environment is the environment where you will be, doing all the development work. Okay, and then there will be an environment where you will do the testing, and finally there will be an environment where, which is used by the users, which is called as the production environment. It's a live environment. Okay, so in the service now as well, it's highly, in a way that, you would, when you get a service now subscription, your organization gets a service now subscription, they would have, you know three instances. Okay, so ServiceNow will provide you at least, two non-production environment. You can name it anything, but usually we call it, development instance and the test instance. And then one is the production instance, which is a live instance which user will be using, end user will be using. Okay, okay, so okay, so how you, when you work on a development, or when you work on the any configuration, you will first work it on the development instance. Once it is done, you will, move that changes to the test instance, where your testing team will be testing to see whatever the changes you have done is as per the requirement. If so, you know you will be, in maybe scheduling a change to move it to the production, or whatever your organization process to move the changes to the productions, you will be moving those changes to the production. Okay. And clone down, we will see that in the next session. Okay. But yeah, so we'll see what's the clone down in the next session, and why you need to keep your non-production instance, that is the test and development instance, as close as to the production. So we'll discuss these 2 points in the next session. Okay. So we are at 8:31. Before we end this call, please do let me know any question. And sorry, I got late today. Yeah, please do let me know if you have any questions. Otherwise, we'll end our today's session here, and then we'll meet tomorrow at 7:30. Okay. So I didn't hear any question. So thank you for your time. Have a good rest of the day. We'll meet tomorrow at 7:30. Thank you. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye, sir.